and the concerns that the United Nations have about the food program there. Lola Castro from the World Food Program joins us now. Lola, good day to you. How worried is the United Nations about the situation in Mozambique at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, the situation is really worrisome. When you look at the numbers of people who have been displaced during 2020, we started 2020 in January supporting 18,000 displaced people. We ended the year supporting around 400,000 displaced people. I think the numbers, they just say everything. These people have left their houses, they left everything, and they can simply not come back there because of the violence and the attacks that they have suffered. So we are really preoccupied to maintain the security and to maintain these people with minimum social services that they do require for survival.
What is the Mozambican government doing? I mean, surely they should take first responsibility for this. We realize, of course, the militant group is causing this, but it is the Mozambican government's responsibility as well.
Yeah, correct. We work very closely with the government of Mozambique, obviously. We are in line. The numbers of 565,000 displaced, they come from the government. The government is working. In fact, we just visited in December the resettlement centers where they are accommodating the people who have flocked to the cities. We witnessed ourselves as regional directors how the population has been going to the cities, to Pemba, to Ankwabe, to Cure, and they have to be moved out to be resettled, to have a better spacing, livelihoods, to be able to have land to plant and cultivate, to have food security in the future. Really a very, very dire situation with women and children in very difficult conditions, with the rainy season now on top of them, access very difficult, both because of the rain and security. And really what we are looking at is at a catastrophe at this moment. The government of Mozambique launched in December the humanitarian response plan and requested for $254 million to support at least 1.3 million people affected in Cabo Delgado, Niassa, and Nampula provinces of Mozambique.
One of the problems is that this group, this militant group linked to ISIS in some ways, has been able to move across borders. So it's been able to move from Tanzania into Mozambique. It almost has free movement there. This really is going to require a regional response to stop this from happening. And after that regional response, hopefully people would be able to go home.
To be honest, we have been working very much at the regional level. Both Tanzania, Malawi governments have been very engaged also with the government of Mozambique. The United Nations teams, Tanzania and Mozambique, we have put together a peace-building plan to really look at the border areas, at the chronic problems like food insecurity, poverty in these border areas that are very sensitive, and trying to reverse the situation. Because we have here in the northern of Mozambique, we have a chronic problem, high levels of poverty, high levels of undernutrition, high levels of food insecurity in general. And as for World Food Program, we have been working there for many, many years, trying to reverse these trends. But it seems it's not enough. We need to do much more. And only putting humanitarian together with a recovery plan and a long-term plan that these communities can get out of poverty may solve also the long-term conflict and the problem. Yeah.
We're in South Africa, the biggest economy in this region. Do we need to be doing more to help our people, to help people in Mozambique?
I think the whole SADC countries have been very much in contact with the government of Mozambique, and there are a lot of discussions to see how better to support the country. And there have been a lot of technical advisory support at this moment that we have noted from SADC. Also, of course, we do as well for program buy most of the food in the region, and we do provide the food that comes from the region for Southern Africa into Mozambique, as well as different support and technical planes and boats, etc., that are supporting the humanitarian interventions in the region.
Lola Castro, thank you very much indeed from the World Food Program. Shows you how serious that situation in Cabo Delgado is.